Let's get into the Q&A, ladies and gentlemen. Mighty God.
Well, there you have it. We have laid out for you what is truthful about the operations of the local government, municipal corporations across the island. Now we open for questions. If you're in the room and you have a question for any of our speakers here today, including members who did not speak but are present for questions, please indicate so by raising your hand and a microphone will be taken to you. When you get the microphone, please say your name and the media house you represent. If you are online and you have a question, you have two options. You can indicate by using the raised hand icon. We will unmute your microphone and you will be allowed to proceed with your question. Or if you prefer, you could type your question in the chat and we will share that question for you. Recognizing
Campbell, Nationwide News. The question first to Natalie Nita Garvey. You suggest that you collect roughly 450 million in terms of the total intake from property taxes. What is the actual expected amount that property taxes is supposed to reap, and is there a collections issue? And then second to that question, to the mayor of Kingston, in terms of your lack of support for a one road authority, can you go into a little bit more detail as to why you don't support that initiative?
You answer first.
Thank you. I didn't support the one road authority. What I've said is that I support standardization and better coordination. But I will tell you some of the issues that I have with the one road authority. I believe that if there's a one road authority, it should be with the local authority. Let me tell you, you cannot bring an organization so remote from the people. We are the first contact with people. Just bear in mind that you have a one road authority, centralized one road authority in Kingston, and someone in the deep woods of St. Elizabeth. How do they relate to that person if you take away roads from those persons? I will admit to you also that the local authorities has issues. But the issue to solve the problem is not to circumvent or to do away with local authority. It's how we build the local authority, and that's what I mean.
Thank you. Perhaps only the minister at this time could tell you what the total collection of property taxes would be, because it varies from parish to parish and from municipal corporation to municipal corporation. What I am refuting today, however, is the 600 million to 700 million that he claims is being sent to often the municipal corporations, and to suggest that it is going to one corporation because or to each corporation, and that today we have clearly outlined that this is for all corporations and it does not add up to 600 million.
Please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Kevin Black. I'm coming from CVM News. You can hear me?
A little bit.
Yeah, so my name is Kevin Black. I'm representing CVM News. Now, you mentioned earlier that this is to Mrs. Nita Garvey. You mentioned that you wanted the government to publish a full breakdown of every dollar allocated to municipal corporations. How soon do you want this to be done and through which modality? And also to Mayor Swaby, residents in Lawrence Tavern in West Rural St. Andrew have mentioned that they only receive water once or twice per week. So if you could address this in regards to developments being made towards that, improving that.
Well, we are particularly interested in, one, how the equalization fund is being spent. We would like to know to which divisions and what projects are being undertaken and what projects have been undertaken for the last couple of years. I think much in the same way the minister has been public in his pronouncements in saying how 600 million, this is the same media by which I wish to have the information about the total of what is being spent, where is it being spent, how it is being spent. I would like the public to hear that as well. So I'd like it to be offered much in the same way so that all Jamaicans can hear.
Thank you. With respect to your question about water, the responsibility is with the National Water Commission, and the question is better placed to them. Any other questions? Any questions online? Okay, we'll take a second question.
Okay,
before this happened, I knew that this lack of character individual was going to come and ask a question that has nothing to do with the topic. First and foremost, all of the things that were said, daughter of Ahai, how are you doing, darling? All of the things that were said, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, listen to the question where Imago asked. The people are talking about local government runnings and listen to the question that this guy is asking.
Is a tangent question actually. In relation to this call about transparency and accountability, there is the matter of the leaked PNP voice notes. Have the officers of the party identified the individuals in question, and have those individuals faced any level of punishment, disciplinary action, and would you condemn
Punishment for what? What kind of nonsense is this? Punishment for what? How you doing, Alicia? Punishment for what? It come like them people are drink mad puss piss or something. A ganja team a drink? Who gave him these questions? Punishment? When has Oceanwide asked the Prime Minister when him did come the other day, why him not punish Donovan Williams and kick him out of Parliament after what Rosie said? We not talk about vice note. There was nothing in the vice note for punishment. The narrative that they're putting out, and you know, I'm gonna wait. But the narrative that they're putting out, ladies and gentlemen, is a false narrative. You know, they are seeking to create fake outrage, and I'm very disappointed with Jamaicans for Justice. It appears as if that particular entity has been bought with the statements that they have made about the voice notes. Something is fundamentally wrong with Jamaicans for Justice. Unbelievable. Well, let's continue.
what was suggested on those voice notes by those members, who I believe one was a councillor who suggested that through the local authorities they would essentially obfuscate or try to delay any aspects of NARA that could be of a benefit to the same people who you suggest should get benefits today.
Jamaica, this narrative is a fake narrative. No local government authority cannot stop NARA. NARA powers oversee every authority. I just want to make that categorically clear. The NARA powers is extensive. Every single body, every single agency, they are going to overthrow them with the law that is in law. So I want you guys, all of you that are on the internet and hear the liberator talk foolishness, if you don't have the patience to listen to them, please educate them that the NARA bill cannot be fought. The NARA cannot be fought by anybody in the People's National. If it could have been, it wouldn't go into law in the first place. Hello, somebody. Tell them to go read the powers them when NARA have. This is nonsense. Absolute waste of time. But with grace, the Queen answered. Listen to the Queen. Queen of the South.
Okay, well, the leader of the opposition spoke on this on Sunday. I believe you would have been privy to what he shared. What our internal workings have been is not for the public discussion in terms of how we are speaking with those who are in those conversations. What I think is instructive is that a certain media house decided to publish select voice notes from a chat.
Me say, hey, I know I've said this before, but man, lady, Miss Natalie Nita Garvey, when I see you, you are going to get a respectful, warm embrace. I love you so much. What a lady, man. What a lady. Just point the finger right on them. Listen what you say.
Have been is not for the public discussion in terms of how we are speaking with those who are in those conversations. What I think is instructive is that a certain media house decided to publish select voice notes from a chat they had access to, a private chat, and refused to share the other positions that were more in keeping with our stated public position. But we've become accustomed to the media house in question being very deliberate and skewed in how they report. But
Jamaica, did you catch that? She told us without telling us. Remember, Mark Golding said that they investigated it, and it was not any official. There's no official PMP WhatsApp group, and it was a private thing with some members. So Nationwide has got access to that private group somehow. So there's a mole, obviously, right? And that mole sent out specific voice notes that pretty much, there's other things that were said, and they made it look like the two individuals. Whether you want to believe the narrative or not, let me show you. Oh, this is foolishness. Two individuals of the People's National Party that are not heads. They don't have managerial positions in the hierarchy of the People's National Party. They want to use their views about Nara and turn it into the entire People's National Party is trying to tear down Nara. Utter rubbish. Ask Oceanwide why they never released the other voice note them in the group that keeps with the position of the People's National Party. Let me play that again for you. Them evil, they are snakes, they are deceptive, they are reptiles. Listen to what you say.
Select voice notes from a chat they had access to, a private chat, and refused to share the other positions that were more in keeping with our stated public position. But we've become accustomed to the media house in question being very deliberate and skewed in how they report. But our position has been...
We need some milk!
Embarrassing. They have no shame. They are shameless. The Nationwide. And then I was listening to Andre Stevens last night, and he was playing Cliff Hughes, talking about leadership and Mark Golding was forced. Let me tell you something. Mark Golding leadership is impeccable, superb, of the highest standard. He eliminated the nonsense with the one statement that he made. And all you guys are doing is grasping at straws. You are desperate. You are pathetic. You understand? You are puppets. You understand? You guys don't have no backbone. You're being stringed along to an agenda for a higher entity. Right? I know we understand that the Amber Group revolt and how they are in bed with the government. But, the pieces of the puzzle is being formed. So we understand that you guys are just a JLP machinery to come out and spread propaganda. You have no substance. Truth is not a part of your repertoire. You understand? You guys are pathetic. You're a disgrace to the media space. And you are supposed to be of some type of, code in terms of mainstream media. I'm not from mainstream media. That code does not apply to me. It applies to you. But you have become a weapon for the Jamaica Labour Party. Your biases are incredible. It is so disturbing how you focus on nonsense when people are under tarpaulins and in shelters. 10 months after the storm, and these things were talked about in this particular conference, and you guys did not want to even question those things. But you want to talk about voice notes that have nothing to do with this? You guys are pathetic. And no well-thinking Jamaica should lend their ears to an Oceanwide. None. Unless you're doing some counter arguments, and that is, the content in which you put out. But if you're not a content creator, right, and you didn't choose to debunk the many lies, the various lies that are told on Nationwide, then why are you listening to them? They have shown you guys over and over again that they're not worthy of any well-thinking person's ear. I don't listen to them enough. If Andre Stephen never bring up what them say, or if Mystic sometime when Mystic never bring up what them say, I wouldn't hear what them say. Me shun the very appearance of evil. Yes? Let's continue.
Stated by the leader of the opposition, and we will not be speaking further on that topic.
So you don't believe what was said deserves some level of condemnation, because Mr. Golding did address it, but he did not condemn what was said in those voice notes, only to suggest that it is not the official position of the People's National Party.
Well, Mr. Golding is not here today for you to ask him further about his position, and so...
Which is why I'm asking your position, as if
Well,
you condemn what was suggested in that voice note.
As I've said, the leader of the opposition has stated our position on...
This a man I think like say him no remember say this a lady have a bachelor's in a communication. The position of the party is the position of the party, and she's a part of the party's hierarchy. What do you mean her position? Her position is the position of the party. He come like him now here. He's so desperate, ladies and gentlemen. Fishing where there's no fish. Absolutely disgraceful. When there's so many other stories in this particular live stream. Shout out to Miss man, shout out to both ladies, man. The Honorable Natalie Nita Garvey. Powerful lineage she married into the Garveys. And the Queen of the South. Nickeisha Burchell. Miss Nickeisha Burchell. The Honorable. Well, we know why them love fish, you know. We know why them love fish. Cause I'm a fish for things. You know why them love fish? Okay.
That topic, and that's the extent to which we're going to be speaking about that. What we would like to speak about is Nara, and the very fact that months after Hurricane Melissa, many families remain under tarpaulin, while billions of dollars have been left in accounts to languish. What the PNP has stated from the beginning is that we want a reconstruction entity. We want an agency that is accountable, transparent, and open, and that is fair, and that gets to the people who really need the support. We've said from the beginning, and we're consistent with that, that NARA as designed does not breathe confidence. However, it has been passed into law, and so we will have to continue to do our responsibility as the opposition to monitor them and to hope and pray, as the many Jamaicans across the island hope, that it will actually do good for the people who need the support. Any other questions?
So, well said. Restating the position of the People's National Party. As constructed, the law does not have a good structure of accountability and transparency. But it's already passed because it's out of the People's National Party's powers, based off the majority that the Jamaica Labour Party have. And all they can do now, and us, the Jamaican people, is pray that the powers that they have granted the Prime Minister is not abused, is not used to abuse the most vulnerable people of Jamaica. And if you want us to go to references of how that is more than possible based off the Discovery Bay mining ruling down at Discovery Bay, yes, if you want us to go to that, it's an easy reference to look at. Right? The mining permit was not granted and the Prime Minister overturned it, and the court said no. And now they're appealing it. And that is to protect the animals there, the water and the air. And they are appealing to threaten the animals, the people, the water and the air. That is what this government is about. And this man wants to talk about voice notes. Pathetic.
Well, a follow-up to that statement then, based on what you've suggested here, would you then assure the people of Jamaica that no member of the People's National Party will get in the way of NARA doing that?
Brother, how can I eat at this man? Yo, me say the man voice alone anger my spirit, brother. This guy Nobody in the People's National Party can get in the way of Nara. This narrative is nonsense. Nobody can stop Nara. Nara is a power above all agencies. The people that work for Nara can't even go to jail. What is this guy talking about? And you know, this is a teachable moment. Right? And because he came to a PMP conference with the have to hear him, so let us debunk the foolishness. No PMP member can stop Nara Lady. Them can't block nothing. Them can't change nothing. Nothing. The devil is a liar.
Duty, considering what has been said in those leaked voice
Well, the
notes?
leader of the opposition was clear about the party's position on Nara. He actually named a representative to support us on the committee that manages Nara. Can't remember the name of it now. Jamrock, right. So it means, therefore, that we have a representative there who will share with the committee our position. The People's National Party has been at the forefront of getting relief to people in disaster. We have shown by our action, we have shown by our words and our public statements that we support any initiative that will get relief to families who need that relief.
Period. Argument done. Big up yourself, Nickeisha Burchell. Yes, that is it. Period. They have done it. The money that they got from donations, they added to the money. What happened to Andrew Wallace and the Jamaica Labour Party? The money tie up. Only 2% was used. You know, long them say them are give the people them these modular homes and how much they are Jamaica. 2 months now. Almost 2 months now. Where the modular house them there. If you guys go on and we have to wrap up now. If you guys go on what name again? Dewey and Vaz. Anyone on social media page them. You see him give updates about the same area with the modular house them for there. Not much has changed, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the development there. And we're going into the 11th month. I don't know if you guys realize it, you know. Today will make 11 months. Today is the 28th, right? Today will make 11 months since Hurricane Melissa hit. That's how I go? Alright, 10th month. Yeah, we are going at the 11th month. No, 10th month. It is officially 10 months. Officially 10 months. On the 28th of August. There we go. Let me see. August 28th. September 28th. Oh, we are going at the 10th month now? We are going at the 10th month now. It's 9 months. Let me see. December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Oh, 8 months. May I rush it? We're in at the 8th month. August 28th. At the 9th month. Hold on. No, man. November. Oh, November, December. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So July finished now. So we're going at the 10th month. August is the 10th month. September is the 11th month. And then, of course, you know, October. So we are in the 10th month now, ladies and gentlemen. After the start. Big up yourself, Sister P. My God.
We have shown by our action, we have shown by our words and our public statements that we support any initiative that will get relief to families who need that relief. But of course, while protecting the interest of Jamaica and taxpayers' money. All right. That being so, thank you very much for joining us for this press conference. Please have a good day.
Big shout out to Nickeisha Burchell. That is how you throw out the garbage arguments and garbage questions, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, God is still working on me. It's a process. You understand? Mighty God. Please like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? God bless you.